And we are connected. Welcome to Gangsta Kong crypto class Tuesday morning. It is 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Kong time. This is Doug McMahon, Lord Galaban, teaching this class today. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're watching it in the Gangsta Kongs, welcome to class, everyone. Be getting the screen shared up here in just a second. This is Tuesday, September 30th. We're going to be going over the Uniq.cx site. I was turned on to this site last week by Paul. He uses this, and I was really happy whenever I seen it. There we go. Finally got it shared up in the Discord. So this site, it's very, very interesting. I really enjoyed going over it and learning about it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the class. As with most sites, we have our go back to button, what I call it, right up here in the left-hand corner, our search bar. I don't think I'm going to go over these very much, seeing as how most of the people that come to these classes pretty much know this stuff. This button over here lets you go from night to day. You can have a settings, you can set some other stuff. Go over to the welcome. So, Uniq is a real-time NFT insights and high-fidelity data, free forever. It tracks over 25,000 collections. High-fidelity data is available for all collections, from all the trending blue chips to the small alpha projects about to explode. Uniq.cx tracks more tracks more collections than any other tool out there. Well, that's quite the assumption, because I think Gems tracks quite a few, and I know Icy Tools tracks quite a few as well. I suppose if Uniq tracks Polygon chain as well, that would be pretty cool, but I haven't seen Polygon stuff on it yet, so I would have to say that assumption is, guess you got to take that with a grain of salt. All newly minted collections are added right away. Well, that's kind of nice. I know I have used it to look at Gangsta Kong. I've used it to look at quite a few other ones. Right now I'm using it on the Lazy Ape Yacht Club, so it's working pretty good. It gives you real-time data. We'll be going over that. Unique insights found nowhere else. Well, I do like the fact that it shows these, which we'll be looking at those once we bring up a box on the actual NFTs themselves. It gives you analysis over 500, 250, and last 100 sales, which is very good, especially if you're an owner of a project. You can pop over here and check out the metrics on your NFTs quickly. It allows you to look at the top 50 market cap, top 24-hour floor changes, top volumes, the blue chips, so gives you quick, easy. If you know the name of the project, you can really find it quickly. Are you still reading this? We'll go to our dashboards now. Well, we will be going to the dashboards, but in just a little bit. So that's our welcome page. Yep. Top volumes brings us to what's going on in the world of NFTs today. And this one is a 24-hour. It gives you your floor prices. This break even is what I really, really like about this site, because you can look at the floor price, but what's it going to cost you to list, and the gas prices, and if there's any creator fees or royalty fees. You need to list one of these for 16.3, not just the floor price of 14.28, in order to see your money back. That's your break-even point. It shows you how many sales each one of these have had in the last 48 hours, 7 days, the total assets, the amount listed for sale. Now that's a good one too, especially if you're trying to look at a project and you're deciding whether or not you want to get into that project. Well, how many of them are listed for sale? If there's 80% of them listed for sale, then probably a lot of people don't want to be in it and they're trying to sell their stuff off. If you see ones like Moonbirds, which most people consider a blue chip, and there's less than 1% listed, well, people are holding on to them. Or there might be something wrong with the project. I would say with Moonbirds, people are holding on to them and they're not selling, which not a whole lot of stuff is selling in this environment. We've still got a couple of months to sweat out before I believe crypto will finally start trending back up. Most everybody that's talked to me over the last few months, I've all told them the same exact information. We need to wait until after November, after the United States elections, to see where crypto will move to. And before it starts moving up at a decent pace, I think it's going to have to be after the election. It's not financial advice, that's just my opinion. You can find most of the big blue chips on this top page whenever you're looking at the top volumes. Like there's Other Deeds, there's Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, like I said, Moonbirds. This gives you a good idea of what the top ones are at any given time. And they change now and then in the top 50. Like you can find stuff like, I know this Bored Ape Yoga Club that just came out. I saw an NFT of it, and I just happened to be trolling through my Twitter feed, and one of these Bored Ape Yoga Clubs came up, and it was a white bored ape sucking his own wang. My wife just happened to be looking at my phone at the time. Wonderful. You can only imagine how that went. What are you looking at now? Oh, that's interesting. Do you really care about it? Oh, Jesus Christ. It just was on my feed. So, you might want to not be looking at that one if you got kids around or something, because I haven't looked at any of the other ones, but the first one I seen, I think I've seen enough. So that's the top volumes. You can go to the 24-hour floor pumps. You can see which floors have gone up and by how much on any given 24-hour period, and your floors going down. I like this page a lot because it'll give you a quick synopsis of the top 15. Like Other Deeds have went down by 0.04. And if that's the least that's gone down, that's, pretty good whenever you're thinking about it over a 24-hour period in the NFT world, because things can change very quickly. Hopefully nobody's in any of those that have went down. You're only in the ones that have gone up. So I really like this page as well. Then we come to the top 50 market caps. Should be the normal ones. Yep. Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, ENS, Other Deeds. You can actually click right on them and it'll, I believe, no, it doesn't take you right to it. Okay. It just gives you the amounts of the market caps. So if you're wondering if any of the ones that you're into, it comes all the way down here to this very bottom one, Mooncats. I remember Mooncats a long time ago. Blue Chips button brings us again to what's considered the blue chip collections. CryptoPunks, number 1. Bored Ape Yacht Club, number 2. Mutant Ape Yacht Club, number 3. Then Doodles. And amazingly enough, they still have Azuki as a blue chip. I guess they're using that as a very loose guess, because I could say that World of Women would be a blue chip more than Azuki at this point. So World of Women should be up higher, I think. You can actually create a watch list. Like there's a few of them that are on the watch list that I have. We'll be showing you how to do that. This is a very nice button because what's minting right now? So you can pop over here and check out the ones that are minting at any given moment, and it'll give you a good thing, especially if you want to jump in. See, like right here is the Lazy Ape Yacht Club. Shows the floor price. It shows the number of mints over a 24-hour period, the number of 24-hour sales, 24-hour volume, and as you can see, Lazy Ape Yacht Club is pretty much blowing everybody else in the top 20 that's minting in the last 24 hours away. So, and of course, they have the typical FAQ button, which anybody that wants to know what FAQ stands for is frequently answered questions. And your TOS, terms of service. So, those are just standard things. But let's go ahead and pop over here and pop up Lazy Ape Yacht Club. Maybe. There we go. So this brings us to what each one of the NFT pages actually looks like whenever we're talking about in the Uniq website. And the first thing that should jump out at you is all of this over here. This tells you the real-time sales and how much. We know that there's over 200 of them because we just seen last sales in the 24-hour period, 278. The last 7 days, 1483. Last 30 days, I know that's wrong because there's actually over 7,000 minted out now. Oh, yep, 7841. So maybe the sales has to do with individual sales. Like if somebody mints out 100 at a time, then it counts as just one sale. So their volume is going through the roof because everybody wants a Lazy Ape Yacht Club. The real-time sales is a very nice feature. It shows you what's being sold at any given time. By the 0.08, I would have to imagine these were all mints. Real-time listings shows you what things are being listed for. Some of them are really getting listed high. One thing I like about this is you can switch in between different metrics like your 3-day sales, 24-hour sales, and it's really nice because it shows you all the different things. The break-even price point right now, I think that would be wrong because you can actually mint for 0.08. People are minting and then sticking them on the floor, so that's not a very good indication for a break-even price point. Because a lot of people are minting 2 or 3, they're listing 2 of them to get back enough to mint another one to try to get that magical one, so that's kind of deceiving at this point, especially with the Lazy Ape Yacht Club. And it should pull the information from OpenSea on most of these, so you can see what the banner is, what the token symbol is on OpenSea. Come down a little bit more and we check out floor price candlesticks. I like the fact that they're broke down into 6-month, 3-month, 1 month, half a month, and then 7-day. Makes it very, very nice because you can see how the floor moves on any given project, which this project, it's still minting, so this floor price is deceiving, like I said. Transactions, same thing. We'll go to 14-day because I know they've been out for more than 7 days. And the amount of transactions from the day they started minting, which was right here, has exploded, as you can see. Not a whole lot was being moved in those first few days. Now all of a sudden there's all kinds of sales going. Moving average, same thing. Not a whole lot of movement because they've only been out for about 7 days. Asset distributions. This is the one where I was talking about where it shows that the amount of people that have never sold since the mint. This one has 82% of the people holding, which is very nice. 83% of the people have purchased below the current floor. So there's a lot of movement going on. Listed for sale, over 20% of the project is up for listed. There's only 0.13% paper hands right now, but unique owners is approaching 20%, so that's pretty nice, which means 1 out of every 5 of the Lazy Ape Yacht Club out there is owned by a unique owner, so that's very good. Profit and loss, it's kind of hard to ramp this one because it's still only 7 days old. It's actually like 8 days old, I believe. So it would need more metrics time to actually get this on a more of an even keel to where you could actually read something, because everything is just from the first 4 or 5 days mint and then the last few days where everything's kind of exploded. Floor thinness, this can be really good if you want to know where to list any of your NFTs at. You can see just how many are at certain price points. See, like right here, if you go up here, there's or 1,162 before a floor price of 0.31. So what, one out of every seven right now is listed below 0.31. So still got a lot of room to go. And a lot of people are still trying to flip and find the ones that they want to keep. Floor wall, for anybody that knows how to read these, tells you how many needs to sell before you get to the next wall on the floor. So there's like 32 that are listed below 0.6 ETH. And then you got to add everything else together for a 0.7 because it goes from 0.6 to 0.7, 0.8, which is the mint price. So there's 142 assets below mint price, which I would have to imagine once they mint out, then this is going to explode and it will go above 0.08 Ether because people are going to be FOMOing in for the last 2,000 mints. At least that's the consensus in the Lazy Ape Yacht Club community. And it just goes by the different numbers. You can see where they all are, and it's very, very good info, especially if you're trying to figure out, like, should I list mine? I've got a rare one. Should I list it below 0.21? Well, you can see what's above 0.21 and what's below 0.21, so it can give you a good estimate on what you should be listing at. Age of assets, well, it's pretty much self-explanatory. 82% of the people, roughly 83% of the people, haven't even sold since their mint. And of course, the age of the asset shouldn't be over very high because it's only been out for a couple of weeks. Now, we get down to the nice one. This is what I was talking about. I call this bang for your buck. You can look and see exactly where the ranks are and the best value that you can buy into those ranks. Like this one will go up to rank number 49. So the best value is rank number 22 at 0.35. Well, maybe you want to get one in the top 10. Well, there's a top 10 one for 0.5 ETH. And whenever you see these little gold all around it, it means that's your best values for what you're wanting to get. See, like here's a rank 7. You have the rank 8 and the rank 7. And it's 1 ether for there and half an ether for there. So you could literally buy into the top 10 for half as much and only lose one rank spot from rank 7 to rank 8 and save yourself half an ether. Or buy into the top 50 at rank 22 for 0.35, which is your best value. And you could get into the top 100 for just 0.12. Whereas there's other ones in the top 100 that are all the way up to 20 ether, because it shows you the best prices for those ranks. So you can really decide, like, say you have 0.08 ether. Well, if you spend 0.2 ether more, you can jump up an entire rank scale and grab the rank 100 versus, say, rank 1000. If you're only wanting to spend 0.08, well, kick in for that extra 0.2 if you have it and move up ranks, because the higher the ranks, the better value that you're getting. Or if you're looking for certain traits, like say you're looking for the top hats, well, you can start looking at top hats like this one's at 0.05, this one's at 0.055, 0.069, 0.05. So you could get a rank 5000 ape or get the rank 1803 ape. Well, I know if I was purchasing and I'm buying to invest, I'm going to want the higher rank because it's just better value. So you're getting the best bang for your buck, which makes it very, very nice. And you can do that for other traits, like say for the cop hats. You can go and see where the cop hats are at. You got this one at 0.05, and then a whole bunch up here at 0.05. So it makes it really, really quick. It makes it easy to locate ones that you may want to buy or not. One thing I don't see a lot of on this bang for your buck, I don't see gold apes on here at all. I see some gold grills. I can see the yellow bottom beard ones. I don't see a single gold ape on any of these. So none of the gold apes are on this bang for your buck list, which I'd have to say that's pretty good because yours truly is holding one. This stoned beards are really cool looking, I thought. So that's the bang for your buck. Of course, you can go to the whale watch list and you can see who holds what, number of wallets, the amount that are distributed. So like there's over 500 wallets that hold one. There's over 500 wallets that hold 2 to 4. So 1,000 of the wallets are holding less than 4 apes in each of them. Then, of course, you can go down and see where everybody's into the little assets at. Like there's 182 holding 5 to 9. 108. You get to the big whales, the ones over here. There's 6 wallets that are holding over 100 to 250. And 1 wallet holds over 250 assets. They're holding 5% of the collection. Wow. And of course, that same breakdown is over here whenever you look at your top 25 whales. So you can see if you want to become a whale in a project, that's how many you got to have in order to get on that list. You got to have 42 of them to get on the list. And that is pretty much the entire breakdown of Uniq's. It's a very easy website to look at, not a whole lot to go over. It's simply a metrics website. You're not going to be able to buy and sell, I do believe. I think if you click on these, like let's just click on the best ranked one. See, it allows you to go over to OpenSea to buy it. You get a better look at the picture. That's the cheetah. The rarities for it, you can see the values, the lowest floor prices on each one of the values, so that makes it very nice. So if you're looking for a simple trait, it makes it really quick. You can see how much the highest is listed, the worst rankings, the best rankings on each one. I know the best background is gold. The best beer, like I said, is the yellow bottom. So let me see here. Let me go to go back down. Let's find one with a trippy hat, because I know that's one of the major factions are the trippy hats. So this one has a trippy hat and the Admiral's coat. And I know the Admiral's coat's kind of rare too on these. So we look at the trippy hat, and you can actually get a trippy hat right now on the floor. There is one sitting on the floor. Wow. That's interesting. So somebody's going to grab that up really quick. The highest prices, the best ranking, the ratio. So it really gives you a good idea of what's with the backgrounds. And it also breaks it down into the different backgrounds. Like I believe if we go here, yeah, pulls it down to the trippy bodies. I thought I was looking at the trippy hat. What happened there? That did not do it. Oh, okay, there it was. That one. We needed to go to headgear. There we go. So it tells you what the cheapest assets for the trait, 0.15 to buy on OpenSea. So that's the lowest one that you can get, and really gives you a good idea. It tells you what the most expensive ones are. See, like that right there is a gold ape. I can tell just by looking at the ear and the skin that one's a golden ape. Best ranked assets. There's your best ranked ones and how much it would cost you to get that one. Worst ranked ones and the prices. So it makes it really good if you want to break down into individual traits. So, and you can break them down into any one of the number of traits. And like I said, it's simply for checking out different assets and seeing where you should list or what the best value is. This is a really good one if you're looking for specific values to jump into. That's pretty much all of Uniq's website. Any questions? Any comments?
All good, my man.
Hey, Javon, should we bring up Gangsta Kongs and see what it looks like?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Since I know you're in the class all the time, I think you'd like to look at how it looks on your project. Somebody got a steal this morning grabbing the gold fur for 0.01. Oof.
Holy shit. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I didn't see it either until I popped out at Dungeons and Dragons because I was playing it for like 5 hours this morning and I saw it pop up on the sales thing and I was like, son of a bitch. So that's really nice there. We go down, we can check out. Never sold since mint, 86% of all the holders haven't sold. 88%, 7.75% unique owners, that's pretty good. Check out our floors. It doesn't take us very much. There's 500 out of the 10,000 that are below 0.05. We had it up at 0.06 at one point before a whole bunch of people decided to trash our floor. The floor walls, same thing. Check them out. Everything's up. This is the bang for the buck, though. Oh, wow, this one's got it ranked 13 for the one that I grabbed. Whereas it's ranked 15 over on Jim. That's interesting. Has a better ranking over here. You could grab a gold fur big homie for 0.04 right there. I see him. He pops out, jumps out. Which is kind of funny because this one and this one are both in my wallet. I got both of those. There's one for Racks on Racks. I know he likes the double swords. He can grab one for 0.013. The big homies. I wonder if he even knows about that. As you can see, the big homies are spread out quite a lot through the rankings. Go down to the best bang for the buck. Now this site, I noticed, doesn't have the X2, Y2 listings because I know that there's less than 0.003. They're actually listed at 0.0015 on X2, Y2. So maybe that's what our next class should be on, is X2, Y2. So we can see all of their different rankings. There's a really interesting one, the green on green with the RoboCop helmet. He almost looks like he's disappearing into the background. And that brings us up to the 30-minute mark. We can look at the top 25 holders. Everybody's holding 70 or more in the top 25. So it gives you a quick look-see. I know people really loaded up on the free mint whenever they had a chance. A lot of people grabbed a lot. They just simply paid the gas and was minting out like madmen. And that is class. We can keep her nice and quick at a 30-minute class today. I'm quite sure you guys have better things to do. I know Javon's got his kids going. You guys have anything else we want to go over with this website, or should we call it good and call it a day?
I think you went through everything.
Right on, right on. This is Doug McMahon, aka Lord Galaban. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Lord Galaban, LORDGALABAN. You can find me as Lord Galaban on any one of the other sites, Facebook, Twitter, Discord. I'm on all of those. And it's very easy to find me. And for anybody that might be watching this, you might want to get yourself a Kong and get into the Kong Friday Night Poker Leagues. And the Gangsta Kongs are hosting an entire 12-week league that's on Sundays. And we have sponsor NFTs where NFT projects that we have reached out to put up one of their NFTs for first place. Gangsta Kong matches it with one of the Gangsta Kongs. And we hold a poker tournament every Sunday night at 5 p.m. is whenever we hold an AMA with the NFT, and then at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is whenever cards go in the air. And the winner of the 12-week series, the one who gets the most points, will be walking away with 14 different NFTs and a Gangsta Kong gold blunt worth 0.0824 Ether. So might want to look up some Twitter details, look up Gangsta Kong on Twitter, look up Lord Galaban on Twitter, look up Kong1840 on Twitter. We have all the details for you, and we can get you into the poker games there on the Sunday nights. If you're a Gangsta Kong holder, you can get into the Friday night ones, and we're giving away a gold blunt there as well. So with that being said, have a good day, and we will catch you back here next week. I think next week I'll be going over X2Y2. That would be a really good one because I want to see why their website has Gangsta Kongs listed at less than what they're listed on here, and see why they're not into all the different sites. With that being said, have a good day, everyone.